This week's Parsha is Parshat Behaalotecha. And in this week's Parsha, Parshat Behaalotecha, we have a very, very peculiar story. So the Jewish people are in the desert, and they start complaining. They go to Moshe and they say, Moshe, you know what we really want right now? We want meat. We want a big, juicy steak. That's what we want. We all want to eat meat. We want steak. So Moshe gets very frustrated by this. So Moshe goes to Hashem, and he says, Hashem, the Jewish people are complaining about not eating meat. They want meat. And you know why that's so strange? Is because you've been raining down manna from heaven, this amazing food that tastes like anything you want. Why do they want meat? God responds in an interesting way. God says, oh, they want meat? Oh, I'll give them meat, all right. And you know how much meat I'm gonna give them? I'm gonna blow in a massive storm of slav, of quail, into the Israelite camp, and they're going to be up to their necks in it. They're going to eat it for 30 days straight. It's going to be coming out of their noses. So sure enough, a massive storm of slav, of quail, blow into camp, and the people are buried in it. The people eat it, and as they're starting to eat it, they start dying. So the question we have to ask ourselves is, this seems kind of unfair. I mean, the Jewish people just wanted meat. They just wanted a big juicy steak. What exactly is so bad about their complaining about not having meat? Why did Hashem punish them so harshly? Rashi, the Ramban, and the Behaalotecha point out a very, very interesting fact. They say the Jewish people had plenty of meat in the desert. They had cattle and they had sheep. When they came out of Egypt, they brought everything with them. So they had plenty of steak. They had plenty of big, delicious, juicy steak. So all of a sudden, the question backfires. It's no longer, why were they punished so harshly? It's, why were they complaining about the steak in the first place? They had it. Why did they complain about it? So Rashi gives an answer. Rashi says that the reason that they complained about not having meat in the desert was because the Jewish people were looking for a reason to complain. They were looking for something that was wrong. And via that wrong thing, they wanted to use that as an excuse. So I think we can learn a very, very important lesson from this. And that's that we have to recognize the good that we have. We have to recognize the fact that God was giving us the man. We have to recognize the fact that God brought us out of Egypt, that we crossed Yam Suf. We have to recognize when our friends do things that are good for us. The people around us do so much good for us all the time, and we don't recognize it. And that's a real problem. So here's my challenge for everyone. Once a day, take something that someone does for you, and think about how much good it does for you. Think about how you've benefited from this person being in existence. And don't just think about it, take that into action. Go up and say, thank you so much. Thank you so much for making me dinner tonight, parents. Thank you so much. It was delicious. When we all give hakara satov, and we all recognize the good that other people do for us, and we recognize the good that God does for us, and Ezra Hashem, if we all can do that, then the Jewish people can come closer together, and we can all really become one big mishpacha again, one big family. Have a good Shabbos.